Welcome to a short presentation on how meiosis can help lead to genetic diversity within populations and species. So just kind of to review a second, we know that meiosis creates gametes or sex cells, so sperm and egg. And really, this is important to understand because when sperm and egg come together, they create a new organism. We've already talked about how basically chromosomes separate and then go into each individual gamete. We are going to talk about something called the law of independent assortment. Basically what this means is when we are creating gametes, not all the chromosomes from mom and all the chromosomes from dad are going to go into one gamete. So let's look at possibility number 1 right here. So this is a cell that's obviously going to go through meiosis, and basically let's say that these down here are going to be egg cells. So this is kind of a premature egg cell that's going to go through meiosis. So here's the chromosomes from dad, and here's the chromosomes from mom. And they're going to split, right? They're going to first divide because right now we're 2N, or diploid, and down here we're still going to be 2N. So basically what happened is when the chromosomes split, all the chromosomes from dad went into here and all the chromosomes from mom went to here. And then in our second split, we have our 4 possible gametes, or 4 possible eggs. So you can see in egg number 1, we have 2 chromosomes from dad. In combination, in this one right here, in egg number 2, we have 2 from dad. In egg number 3, we have 2 from mom. And in egg number 4, we have 2 from mom. And remember, once we're down here, we're now just considered N, which is haploid, because we only have one set of chromosomes. Because once this one set of chromosomes in the egg meets with the other chromosomes in the sperm, the other set of chromosomes in the sperm, you're going to have a full set now. So then you're going to be 2N again. So let's look at possibility number 2. This always doesn't happen. All the chromosomes from mom and all the chromosomes from dad don't have to stay together. So just because these 2 come from dad right here doesn't mean that they always have to stay together. They're 2 separate chromosomes. So they don't have to necessarily go into the same cell and then divide into these 2 eggs. It doesn't have to happen. So let's look at possibility 2. So when they've lined up to split, you can see over here we have a chromosome from dad and a chromosome from mom, and over here we have a chromosome from mom and a chromosome from dad. So we split into our first division, and then we still have a chromosome from mom and a chromosome from dad, and a chromosome from dad and a chromosome from mom. And then when we split again into our haploid gametes, we have different combinations. So you can see here these 2 combinations have a chromosome from mom and a chromosome from dad, and these two gametes have a totally different combination than these 2 over here. So we've created really unique gametes down here in comparison to these. So as you can see, the possibilities are almost endless when you think about how many chromosomes one person has. You know, we have 46 chromosomes, 2 sets of 23. So when you think about the possibility of these combinations, it really is endless. So that's how it leads to genetic diversity, is because we can have these different combinations of alleles going into different gametes. So what you're going to do after the video is you're going to go back to your modeling meiosis project, and you're going to actually do this right here, the same thing. You're going to do a possibility 1 and a possibility 2, but you're going to use 3 pairs of chromosomes. So in your possibility 1, you're going to have all the chromosomes from mom and dad divide together. So all the chromosomes from dad will divide together, and all the chromosomes from mom will divide together. And then in possibility number 2, you're going to have it be a little bit more random. The chromosomes from mom don't always have to stay with the chromosomes from mom, and the chromosomes from dad don't always have to stay with all the other chromosomes from dad. And that's what helps create genetic diversity. This is one of the reasons that you and your sibling don't look exactly alike, because you had a different combination in the sperm and egg that united to create you. The last thing we're going to talk about is random fertilization. So as you just saw in the previous slide, gametes can have different combination of these alleles. They have different combinations from mom and from dad. But another reason that meiosis is so awesome in leading to genetic diversity is that any one of those sperm can fertilize any one of those eggs, meaning that this egg up here is going to have a very unique combination of alleles because of meiosis. And this sperm is going to have a very unique combination of those alleles. So when the two meet together, you're going to have a very unique, what we call a zygote. That's when fertilization first happens. Notice again, too, that you have 23 chromosomes in the egg and 23 chromosomes in the sperm. So these are both haploid. And when they come together, they create a diploid zygote because they've come together now. So let's look at this picture over here really quick too. When you look, this is one egg that's trying to be fertilized by multiple sperm. So remember that all of these sperm can have different combinations of those alleles because of that independent assortment. Not all the chromosomes from mom and dad have to go together. So this sperm can be really, really unique. So any one of those sperm can fertilize that egg. It's random, and that's what random fertilization means. So in conclusion, you need to be able to understand that because of that independent assortment, not all the chromosomes from mom and dad have to separate together, and random fertilization, meaning that any sperm can fertilize any egg, can lead to a great genetic diversity within a population or a species. And that's why the person sitting next to you right now probably doesn't look anything like you. There's very different genes there. But when you look at it even deeper, your siblings and you probably don't look identical. And that's all because of this, the different combinations of allele that were in the sperm and egg that was able to fertilize. Thanks for watching. Now go ahead and complete your modeling meiosis worksheet.